Welcome back to the Green Attack Path. We're in video 2 of the designing a malicious service for System D. In the previous videos, we talked about executing the PHP code, how the code would function by putting in IP port status execute, and then how to connect to it from netcat. So I'm going to look at that really quick. PHP monitor.php, so I'm listening. Again, I just check the network connection that it's listening on all interfaces on port 10,000. So to connect to that, I'd go into UDP mode. I'm just going to do localhost on port 10,000, and it connects, so I can do IP 10.27.20.60. I'm going to say port 19,000. And I'm going to say status, everything's set up properly. And then I would type execute if I wanted the backdoor or the reverse shell to execute. So let's check monitor really quick. Actually, let's do vim. Vim monitor. Again, I dropped the PHP backdoor into this area here underneath execute. It reads the set IP and the set port that I set up above here. And I did have to pull this printIt function out of the reverse shell and put it up above. You can see where I placed that. Just a quick hint there, if it's not working for you, you do need to move that function out. So for this to be successful, I'm monitoring here, but I'm going to add one more Kali window. So I'm actually going to change my split to single terminal mode. Go back to my home, open up another window for Kali. So now I'm going to have Windows 6, 7, and 8. So I'm going to go back into split mode with 4 terminals. I have 6, 7, and then 8. And I'm just going to change that back to home so it's blank. Let me increase the font size here. So here I'm saying, listen on PHP monitor. Here's where I want to catch my reverse shell. So I'm going to listen on port 19,000. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to use netcat to connect to monitor.php. I'm going to say, hey, my port is localhost. I'm going to say port is 19,000. I'm going to do status just to make sure the IP and port is correct. And then I'm going to type execute, expecting to get a shell down here, which did occur. So now I have a shell on my Kali box and I set up that reverse shell through the PHP monitor script. So now I can see that it is run. So if I type exit here, I would imagine that it has killed port 10,000, so I'd have to launch it again. So my test is successful. I have concluded that I can run on port 10,000 UDP, connect with netcat, send my IP and port, type execute, it sends it, it then executes the reverse shell, and I'm connected. So now we want to push this reverse shell to the compromised web server, set up the System D service, and then communicate with it in the next technique. Thank you.